police yesterday. She was last seen a week ago. KZN staff spokesperson says that neighbors alerted police after family members allegedly approached them for help to dig a grave. Meanwhile, a preliminary report on the cause of the mass amount of fish found dead at the Mshlali River mouth on the KZN North Coast suggests that there was an oxygen deficiency in the water due to high temperature from a heat wave coupled with low tide. This forced the Quadikuza municipality to close its bathing beaches at Tindi Man and Sharkers Cove tidal pool in Salt Rock last Friday. Bridget Shange from the Quadikuza municipality says that they are still awaiting a full report. And finally, the Israeli government's decision to approve the land registration process in the occupied West Bank as state property has drawn widespread condemnation from regional countries and international organizations. The decision allows for the revival of the settlement of land title processes frozen since 1967 when Israel occupied the West Bank. The Palestinian presidency condemned the Israeli move, calling it a grave escalation and a violation of international law which amounts to de facto annexation. It's called on the international community, especially the United States and the UN, to intervene immediately. A quick recap of your top stories this hour. SASA and KZN pleased with beneficiary review process, and nations condemn Israel over occupied West Bank move. And that's it for your news this hour. For Radio Ansar, I'm Hadra Kota.
It's going for 5 minutes after 6 this morning. Assalamu alaikum and welcome on into your breakfast rush. We're live on YouTube and live inside your radio, wherever you're heading today. Going on the road with you this morning. As we get the program started, the Government Employees Medical Scheme recently implemented a 9.8% increase in member contributions for 2026. A move that has sparked fierce opposition from major labor organizations. We'll be speaking with Fiducia in a little bit on the program to expand on this. It's Tuesday, so Altaf Raouf will be joining us later on the program to give us his legal advice. Talk about all of that and everything in between as we get through TBR this morning. A little bit of your dua for traveling, Surah Yasin, and of course, a little bit of Darood on its way to you as well.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's the perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil Cooking Oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
This Surah Yasin is brought to you by Murchison Spice, Pietermaritzburg's leading spice and specialty retail store.
Are you ready? The show's about to start. I'm saying The Breakfast Rush. Are you ready? The Breakfast Rush with Nishal Sarwan.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. سبحان الذي سخر لنا هذا وما كنا له مقرنين وإنا إلى ربنا لمنقلبون اللهم إنا نسألك في سفرنا هذا البر والتقوى ومن العمل ما ترضى اللهم هون علينا سفرنا هذا وطوي عنا بعده اللهم أنت الصاحب في السفر والخليفة في الأهل اللهم إني أعوذ بك من وعثاء السفر وكآبة المنظر وسوء المنقلب في المال والأهل والولد.
You are listening to the Breakfast Rush.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد حق القول على أكثرهم فهم لا يؤمنون إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي إلى الأذقان فهم مقمحون وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم فهم لا يبصرون وسواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون إنما تنذر من اتبع الذكر وخشي الرحمن بالغيب فبشره بمغفرة وأجر كريم إنا نحن نحيي الموتى ونكتب ما قدموا وآثارهم وكل شيء أحصيناه في إمام مبين واضرب لهم مثلا أصحاب القرية إذ جاءها المرسلون إذ أرسلنا إليهم اثنين فكذبوهما فعززنا بثالث فقالوا إنا إليكم مرسلون قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء إن أنتم إلا تكذبون قالوا ربنا يعلم إنا إليكم لمرسلون وما علينا إلا البلاغ المبين قالوا إنا تطيرنا بكم لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم وليمسنكم منا عذاب أليم قالوا طائركم معكم أئن ذكرتم بل أنتم قوم مسرفون وجاء من أقصى المدينة رجل يسعى قال يا قوم اتبعوا المرسلين اتبعوا من لا يسألكم أجرا وهم مهتدون وما لي لا أعبد الذي فطرني وإليه ترجعون أأتخذ من دونه آلهة إن يردني الرحمن بضر لا تغن عني شفاعتهم شيئا ولا ينقذون إني إذا لفي ضلال مبين إني آمنت بربكم فاسمعون قيل ادخل الجنة قال يا ليت قومي يعلمون بما غفر لي ربي وجعلني من المكرمين وما أنزلنا على قومه من بعده من جند من السماء وما كنا منزلين إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم خامدون يا حسرة على العباد ما يأتيهم من رسول إلا كانوا به يستهزئون ألم يروا كم أهلكنا قبلهم من القرون أنهم إليهم لا يرجعون وإن كل لما جميع لدينا محضرون وآية لهم الأرض الميتة أحييناها وأخرجنا منها حبا فمنه يأكلون وجعلنا فيها جنات من نخيل وأعناب وفجرنا فيها من العيون ليأكلوا من ثمره وما عملته أيديهم أفلا يشكرون سبحان الذي خلق الأزواج كلها مما تنبت الأرض ومن أنفسهم ومما لا يعلمون وآية لهم الليل نسلخ منه النهار فإذا هم مظلمون والشمس تجري لمستقر لها ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم والقمر قدرناه منازل حتى عاد كالعرجون القديم لا الشمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا الليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون وآية لهم أنا حملنا ذريتهم في الفلك المشحون وخلقنا لهم من مثله ما يركبون وإن نشأ نغرقهم فلا صريخ لهم ولا هم ينقذون إلا رحمة منا ومتاعا إلى حين وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم لعلكم ترحمون وما تأتيهم من آية من آيات ربهم إلا كانوا عنها معرضين وإذا قيل لهم أنفقوا مما رزقكم الله قال الذين كفروا للذين آمنوا أنطعم من لو يشاء الله أطعمه إن أنتم إلا في ضلال مبين ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين ما ينظرون إلا صيحة واحدة تأخذهم وهم يخصمون فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون ونفخ في الصور فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينسلون قالوا يا ويلنا من بعثنا من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم جميع لدينا محضرون فاليوم لا تظلم نفس شيئا ولا تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون إن أصحاب الجنة اليوم في شغل فاكهون هم وأزواجهم في ظلال على الأرائك متكئون لهم فيها فاكهة ولهم ما يدعون سلام قولا من رب رحيم وامتازوا اليوم أيها المجرمون ألم أعهد إليكم يا بني آدم ألا تعبدوا الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين وأن اعبدوني هذا صراط مستقيم ولقد أضل منكم جبلا كثيرا أفلم تكونوا تعقلون هذه جهنم التي كنتم توعدون اصلوها اليوم بما كنتم تكفرون اليوم نختم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم بما كانوا يكسبون ولو نشاء لطمسنا على أعينهم فاستبقوا الصراط فأنى يبصرون ولو نشاء لمسخناهم على مكانتهم فما استطاعوا مضيا ولا يرجعون ومن نعمره نعمره ننكسه في الخلق أفلا يعقلون وما علمناه الشعر ما ينبغي له إن هو إلا ذكر وقرآن مبين لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول على الكافرين أولم يروا أنا خلقنا لهم مما عملت أيدينا أنعاما فهم لها مالكون وذللناها لهم فمنها ركوبهم ومنها يأكلون ولهم فيها منافع ومشارب أفلا يشكرون واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند محضرون فلا يحزنك قولهم إنا نعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون أولم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون
صدق الله العظيم.
You are listening to the Breakfast Rush.
اللهم رحمتك أرجو فلا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عيني وأصلح لي شأني كله. اللهم لا إله إلا أنت لا إله إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك. اللهم رحمتك أرجو فلا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عيني وأصلح لي شأني كله. اللهم لا إله إلا أنت لا إله إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك. اللهم رحمتك أرجو فلا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عيني وأصلح لي شأني كله. اللهم لا إله إلا أنت لا إله إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك.
This Surah Yasin was brought to you by Murchison Spice, Peter Maritzburg. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your day.
There's something cooking at Murchison Spice, and its name is Elite Basmati Rice, available throughout the Middle East and now available in South Africa. Brought to you by Murchison Spice, Peter Maritzburg. Available in Golden Cellar and Premium White, high in vitamins and low in calories. Perfect for the health conscious. Contact Murchison Spice on 033 387 2121. That's 033 387 2121. Murchison Spice. Taste the East.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's the perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. tradition just tastes better.
Your award-nominated Breakfast Rush with Nishal Sarawat.
I love every bit of it. I am so proud to be part of your family, the program. I love my program.
You guys are in my heart, in my car, everywhere. TBR is most amazing.
You are the breakfast team that we wake up to every morning. I think if you guys are not there when I switch on the radio, my morning would not be made.
Monday to Friday, 6 till 8 a.m.
Almost 1 in 5 South African children attend school each day without having eaten breakfast. This seriously affects their ability to concentrate and understand lessons. The Al-Imdad Foundation's Make Breakfast Possible campaign allows learners to enjoy a high-energy cereal at the start of the school day. Help children to focus on learning and not hunger. Let's make breakfast possible today. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
As winter approaches, many in our communities face cold, difficult nights. This Ramadan, join the Sunday Lounge and Ragge Hayat as we bring warmth to elders, orphans, and deserving families. The cost of a blanket is only 140 Rand. Strictly Lillah. Call Outreach now on 031 208 1601 and help wrap someone in warmth this winter.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Inspiration for the Ummah, your morning nasiha.
I have another example of the women of paradise. There was a man by the name of Julaybib who existed at the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Julaybib. Even by hearing the name, you would think to yourself, what kind of a name is that? Why? This man, in fact, subhanallah, it happened to be that he wasn't attractive in the eyes of many people. He wasn't a handsome man. His stature wasn't handsome. His face wasn't handsome. He wasn't one of those that you would call tall. And in fact, he was so unattractive to many people that one man said it and didn't fear Allah in saying it. He said, if I were to see him one more time, because I find him so unattractive, if I see his face one more time, I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat him up just because he doesn't like looking at him. This man Julaybib radiallahu anhu was beautiful at heart and iman, and no family would give him their daughter in marriage. No woman would accept him. And he had grown a little bit, now getting to his middle age, and he complained to the Prophet ﷺ. So the Prophet ﷺ stood up in his service, and he went to a family he knew of, and he asked them. They welcomed him, and they said, Rasul ﷺ is here? He said, yes, I've come to seek your daughter's hand. And now he said, wow, this is the greatest honor that has ever occurred to us in the history of our family. Rasul ﷺ seeking the hand of our daughter. Obviously they got it wrong. He said, it's not for me. They said, who is it for then? Now, keeping in mind their daughter was inside, she wasn't outside. He was speaking to the father, and Allahu A'lam, maybe the mother was there. And he said, it is for Julaybib. At that point, the father didn't know what to respond, except to say, Ya Rasulullah, wallahi, it's a complicated situation, anyone but Julaybib. So he basically said no. Rasul ﷺ stood up, because that's the nature of the man with honor, stood up, would not repeat his question and plea to them. He walked away, said they have the right to say no. Now their daughter who was inside had overheard a little bit of the conversation. She came out and she asked her parents, what did the Prophet ﷺ come for? They told her, Wallah, he came to seek your hand in marriage for Julaybib. And she was extremely shocked. What did her iman make her say? She said, Ar-Rasul ﷺ in himself was here to seek my hand in marriage. It doesn't matter who it was for. He was here seeking my hand for someone. And you refused him. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Wallahi, I will accept no one but Julaybib. And so she put her parents in that position, and she was given to Julaybib in marriage. The night of her marriage, before they actually consummated it, Julaybib had not consummated the marriage yet. Just the contract was done. Consummated the marriage, as in he did not have intercourse with her. They had just done the contract. So the call to jihad was made. So he went to jihad. And Julaybib fought. And after the battle, Rasul ﷺ went around looking for Julaybib, radiallahu anhu. And they said, Ya Rasulullah, he asked, who has martyred, who has been killed in this war? They'd said so-and-so. And he would ask, where is Julaybib? But nobody would know where he was. In fact, nobody really asked about him because he wasn't an important person. Hardly anyone knew him. Everyone's talking about giving names. Rasul ﷺ is asking, where is my Julaybib? Mine. He is mine. He searched for him and found him amidst the martyred ones. He had been killed, and Rasul ﷺ grabbed his head, brought it close to him, and he said, Julaybib is mine, he is of me, and I am of him. And he told us about him being in paradise with his Hur al-Ain, his wives in paradise. But Julaybib is not the point here. The point here is the woman, Al-Ansariya. She was from the Ansar tribe, whom her name is not known to us. But this extraordinary response for the love of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the love of Allah, the love of Jannah, this is what the woman did. This is an example to all of us. The beauty is the beauty of Iman for a Muslim. And how many handsome men with extraordinary bodies and so on and so forth, as the common 21st century puts it to the women today, have gotten married and divorced with only a couple of months, with only a year or two. How many of them, and the wife wishes that she had never seen him and she finds him repulsive when every other woman may find him gorgeous. Women, this has happened to them many before. And how many men who are not very attractive, and even women, vice versa. They get married and you find them that they see them the most beautiful thing that ever happened to them. It is their nature and their treatment which beautified them. And Islam is the best beautification, for it is the religion and the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created the man and the woman and knows best what kind of guidance would attract them both to each other and make them live happy lives.
The Unattractive Sahabi, the title of this morning's Nasiha. It's your breakfast rush. This is Radio Al Ansar, live on YouTube, live inside your radio as well. Give me a few seconds and we'll be all over the Radio Al Ansar TikTok as well. So just putting that on really quickly. So you can join us on the various different platforms, interacting with Radio Al Ansar as we get through the morning. There you go. TikTok's now live as well. This is it, Tuesday morning, and the countdown is getting smaller. We're getting down to those small numbers now. 17 days we are into February of 2026. Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, good. Alhamdulillah. How are you?
No complaints from me or the people that were driving around me this morning.
Why? Were your lights on?
Lights always on. Always. I found myself just like doing that by default. So
Nice.
make
Good
sure the
habit.
vehicle's, visible to
Yeah.
everybody, because there's some really blind people out there that are driving.
That's
And I don't
true.
mean that as an insult to anybody that's visually impaired.
And sometimes things happen. People are rushing. They leave their glasses at home. You don't know. Anywho, it is the 28th of Sha'ban, 1447. And a reminder I don't think you need right now. But just so I know it's done. We did it. You can't say we didn't.
We done it.
The Hilal for the month of Ramadan, 1447, will be sought on the on Thursday. No.
Yeah, whatever the date is on Thursday.
I lie again.
Whatever
Let's do
the
it
date
again.
is on
Repeat.
Wednesday.
The 18th of February 2025.
Tomorrow.
And the reason I was saying 28 all the time is
Mhm.
because the Hilal at that time will be 28 hours and 40 minutes in Durban. So again, the Hilal will be sought
What does that
on
mean?
Wednesday. What?
Forgive me, I'm a little bit low on information here. But what does that mean? That the Hilal will be 28 hours and some change old?
So it's basically the age of the new moon at that time.
But there's only 24 hours supposedly in a day.
The moon will be born 28 hours prior to 20 to 7 tomorrow evening.
So doesn't that guarantee that the first of Ramadan would be on Thursday?
Not necessarily.
No?
It depends on what the weather conditions are tomorrow at that time, which will be at around 20 to 7 in Durban, because sometimes it's there, but you cannot see it with the naked eye.
So that's the reason we go to ulama in
Correct.
Johannesburg and Cape Town and Quadaguza and
Yep.
Phoenix and Chatsworth and
The
everywhere.
moon has to be seen. If it's
With the naked eye.
overcast, if it's
Yeah.
thundering and lightning, pouring, etc., it's
Right.
there, but you might not see it.
So then we ask people that we rely upon, that we trust, if their area is clear, visibility clear and all of that,
Yep.
and if they see it with the naked eye because they're trustworthy individuals, we trust their word.
Yeah, there's a Sharia compliant way of doing that. I just put on Al-Ansar, and I wait for the United Ulama Council of South Africa to give us feedback.
Well, there you go. Now, I learned something new this morning. Hopefully you did as well. 31 minutes after 6. Let's learn together about what's happening on the roads this morning.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Superintendent Raouf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm preparing myself.
You're buying extra condensed milk.
No, I'm preparing to go for breakfast now.
Oh, look at you. Charming. Okay. What's on the roads?
Truck overturn on the N2 between Matuba and Chisluwe. The recovery is in the process at the moment. So the roadway is closed. It shouldn't be long before this one is opened up again, but the entire freeway is obstructed from the pictures I'm looking at. This morning we had an accident earlier on, Global Road and Namgeni Road. And, this one here, amazingly, I saw it live on the camera. I was sitting in the control room. Two vehicles were moving on, a bus and a bakkie. So there will be delays in that vicinity until the one is cleared up. Pedestrian accident on the N3 northbound going towards Johannesburg at Midmar, left-hand lanes obstructed. So there will be delays in that vicinity as well. Stationary vehicle on the N3 southbound coming towards Durban. As you come from the Ashburton ramp, left-hand lanes obstructed. So there will be delays in that vicinity as well. Allow for extra traveling time. You got fog and mist, very, very dense fog and mist at the moment on the N2 between Peter Chief and Ermelo. Please just drive carefully. Visibility is down to about 7 meters in front of you. Very, very thick fog and mist, like I'm saying. Until the sun comes up, it's not going to settle. So please, if you're driving on the N2, going through Pongola towards Peter Chief, extra caution, please, while you're driving there. That's your first update.
Beautiful part of KZN, that.
I'm going there next week.
Can't you take me with? It's gorgeous up there, honestly. I love nature.
Will you put it in my bag?
In your bag depends on how big the bag is. If you're carrying like luggage for weeks, then yeah, maybe.
I'm just going for the day and coming back.
Then why are you taking a bag? Do you know what? I'll make place in the bag. It's probably a lunch bag. I'll make my own place. I'll eat the lunch.
No, next week you can't take lunch.
You take lunch for me.
I've got my long arms in the bag.
Assalamu alaikum, Superintendent Raouf. We'll catch up later. There you go. It's your breakfast rush. Sims, hello, how are you? Welcome to Radio Al-Ansar on TikTok. We take you between 6 and 8 a.m. Monday to Friday.
The weather update. I think it's going to be playtime weather.
All right, Devin, say hello to the sun again today. 27 degrees at lunchtime. And then, of course, the humidity level will push it up just a bit for us. Pietermaritzburg, mostly cloudy, 28 today. Margate's mostly sunny, 27. Richards Bay, partly cloudy, 27. Ladysmith, a cloudy, 29 degrees. Johannesburg, cloudy, 22. And Cape Town, a cloudy, 27. Great to have you along for the ride. Assalamu alaikum, Trisha, out in Dundee as well. Mervyn, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Rush. There's so much happening on WhatsApp this morning. We got to jump in.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Brian Abraham says, our life is Allah's gift to us.
Mm-hmm.
What we do for others is our gift to Allah.
Ooh. You got to think about that one.
Love
you
it.
Have to think about that one and see what gift you're going to be giving out there. So how's this one here?
Sure. This one started before we were even in the building.
4:20 in the morning, I was still by the house.
He was having his toast and coffee.
Yeah, one slice.
Sarah Bibi Mustafa says, Assalamu alaikum to everybody. She says, yesterday at 6:30, her power went off. So she couldn't hear us. But she's back today, alhamdulillah.
Yay.
And then she asks everyone to remember Faisal in their auspicious du'as and du'a for his family as well during this time.
So she's asking for a little bit of an update. And the update that we do have is that he is recovering. So, alhamdulillah for that. Ismail Khan, assalamu alaikum. He says, kindness doesn't cost a thing, yet it's the greatest gift you can give.
Beautiful.
Share a smile. Just be kind.
Shana says she loved the nasheed, mashallah. She also said she loves the nasiha that was played earlier and she sends you her du'as. Assalamu alaikum. Let's make dua for the people that are ill. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants them complete shifa. This is from Wahida Khan in Phoenix.
Thank you to everybody that's sharing the live video experience right now. We do appreciate your shares. Abu Bakr Khan, Assalamu alaikum. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken.
Nice.
You know, this forms part of the talk that I give at other radio stations. Right? The whole world, there's only one you. So why are you trying to be like somebody else?
Yep.
Originality in your personality is what people want. So you're authentic. So just be yourself. There's only one you. There's numerous people trying to do impersonations of everybody else. Like, you know, you all can't be like me. But we can do your voice.
That literally takes the trends and puts it out the window. Hajra Habib says, prayer isn't for Allah, it's for you. He doesn't need us, but we need him.
Oh, revelation. She's wishing everybody Mubarak Day. Ameen. This one literally says Tunaz, so I'm not even going to look at it.
She says, Assalamu alaikum. And she sends a beautiful picture with lots of flowers and colors. Jazakallah Farida.
Razia, Assalamu alaikum to you. Hope you have a good one. She says, Assalamu alaikum to the team. Yes, the countdown to Ramadan. Ah, man, it's gone into the small deserts now. Anyway, Shamoshina.
They say Assalamu alaikum and they wish you a blessed day ahead.
Please advise listeners not to say Inshallah when making dua. MH, you're going to have to give us, okay, not us, me, a little bit of an explanation around that one there, around what you're asking us to advise listeners. And Naz will probably give me her explanation, but the thing is, I want your explanation because you're the one that sent that message. So why would you advise that, MH? Because he says, Naz, please advise listeners not to say Inshallah when making du'as. As far as I know, the Arabic words Inshallah means, the layman's translation of it means by the will of God.
Correct. Inshallah, if Allah wills.
Right.
I've heard this before from one other individual. And truthfully, only one. Truthfully,
Right.
This is only the second time in my life that I've heard it.
Right.
And the explanation that I was given is when we are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for something, we need to consider it given already. So we should not say inshallah. Remember, this is not coming from me. This is purely verbatim from what I've heard.
Right.
For anything else, you're going to have to speak to your local ulama.
Well, yes, please. Yes, please do that. That's always a brilliant idea. And if you're sending a message to members of the ulama that end up on air and inside your radio via Radio Al Ansar, you have to listen to where they're based. So if they're based in Johannesburg, coming through from like Radio Islam or Markaz Sahaba that use our airwaves in KZN.
Yeah.
Sending the message, your question, to them, but using the Al Ansar number, they never, ever, ever, ever get your message. I know I've said this many times on air, but I always, in the morning, I'm always seeing messages and questions for a Mufti and that's coming here to Durban. The thing is, there is nobody here in the studio to send the message to him.
Please take heed. Please tell others, because as the Ramadan approaches, there are lots more. There's a whole influx of questions that come through. So send it to the people that inshallah will respond.
Receive it. Now, the nice part about the whole thing is if you listen to them very clearly, they give you their own WhatsApp number.
Correct. Yes.
So you can send it directly to them and you can get your answers directly from them. 6:40 almost. Nadia saying, Assalamu alaikum. How are you all in the studio? We're good. Thank you very much for asking, Nadia. Hope you're well as well. Ramadan Mubarak to friends and family at large. Ameen. To my beloved hubby, may Allah grant you good health and a long life. Ameen. Lots of love from Nadia Ahmad, who's in Phoenix.
And Mohammed Valley says, be kind, forgive easily, and love sincerely.
Great advice. Fantastic advice. You're laughing, Nish and Naz, because you're at home. No, we're not at home. We're here. We're here
I
in
think
the
she's talking
studio.
about at 4:15 in the morning.
That, yes, just like you, at 4:15 in the morning, You're at home, so we're getting ready to be here and inside your radio by 6.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
There is nothing like a child's smile when they receive a sweet treat. But this Eid, many children won't have that simple joy. Join me, Kelly Ramazani of Career Campus and Ria Mohammed of Next Gen as we collect sweets and spread happiness and create thousands of smiling faces this Eid. Let's make Eid extra sweet. Call Outreach now on 031 208 1601.
Hungry for a deal that hits the spot? Get the top duo deal. 2 large margarita pizzas plus 1 topping each for $1.99. Or go big or go home with the Bellissima duo deal. 2 large Bellissima pizzas for $2.69. Pure flavor perfection. And that's not all. The snack box combos are here. Your pizza boy's favorite pack to the ultimate munch box. Don't forget our daily lunch specials. Delicious, quick, and wallet friendly. Only at Pizza Boys. Taste that hits different. Pizza Boys, bring your va-va boom to your slice of life. Find your nearest Pizza Boys near you. Pizza Boys, we don't cut corners.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
My name is Leah Ismail, and I only listen to The Breakfast Rush.
Ya Nabi, 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 Ya Nabi. Khub aankhon ne tere dar ke ye manzar dekhe. Khub aankhon ne tere dar ke ye manzar dekhe. Mangte phirte zamane ke, mangte phirte zamane ke sikandar dekhe. Ya Nabi, Madina, Madina, Madina. Aankhon ne tere dar ke ye manzar dekhe. Aap sa rahmat alam koi dekha hi nahi. Aap sa rahmat alam koi dekha hi nahi. Aap sa rahmat alam koi dekha hi nahi. यूं तो दुनिया में हजारों ही, यूं तो दुनिया में हजारों ही पैगंबर देखे. या नबी तैबा तैबा तैबा. आँखों ने तेरे दर के ये मंजर देखे. देखना चाहे जो अंदाज शहनशाही के, देखना चाहे जो अंदाज शहनशाही के, देखना चाहे जो अंदाज शहनशाही के. शाह बतहा के गुलामों को, शाह बतहा के गुलामों को वो आकर देखे. या नबी, या नबी, या नबी, या नबी, या नबी, या नबी, या नबी. दुश्मने जा को नवाजा है दुआएं देकर. दुश्मने जान को नवाजा है दुआएं देकर रूखे रहमत के न बदले रूखे रहमत के न बदले हुए तेवर देखे या नबी मदीना मदीना कौन तेरे दर के ये मंज़र देखे फिर बुला मुझको मदीने में मदीने वाले फिर बुला मुझको मदीने में मदीने वाले एक अरसा हुआ सरकार एक अरसा हुआ सरकार तेरा दर देखे या नबी तैबा तैबा
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Devon, 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg. And for those of you that are thinking, but it's not working in Maritzburg. No, we're working on it. We're trying to get it back up there inside your radio. I know a lot of people listening at the moment in Pietermaritzburg, but on stream.
That's perfect. Like we always say, we've got plan A, B, C, and D. One of it is bound to work.
There you go. It's called preparing, being prepared for every eventuality. Khoob Aako ne teri dar. There's no name of the artist on this. I'm trying to look for it just to let you know because so many people are enjoying the recording. Well, there you go. Muhammad Azam Qadri, the name of the reciter on this one. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum and good morning, Lutz. Nice to have you there. Brother Muhammad on TikTok saying Subhanallah. The Arabian Queen, Nasheed is absolutely mashallah. Glad you're all enjoying it. And hey, do me a favor, man. Whilst you're there on our socials, just look down the bottom end of the screen, find the share button and let it go on its way. Share. Hit the share button. On TikTok, you could do things like repost, you could add to your story. You could also double tap on the screen as well and show your love for Radio Al Ansar. Now, a 10-year-old, I read this yesterday and it's like, it just made me sad. Absolutely sad. Because a 10-year-old grade 5 learner has tragically passed away after a goalpost allegedly fell on him during break time at a primary school in Winnie Mandela area of Tembisa yesterday. Department of Education, the Gauteng Department of Education spokesperson Steve Mabona confirmed the incident occurred at the school premises. Mabona said that according to preliminary reports, a group of learners, including the deceased, were playing around the soccer posts during second break when one of the goalposts reportedly collapsed and struck the boy, causing severe injuries.
Very sad. I'm not sure if you recall, we had a similar incident in Durban North a couple of years ago. And we hope that schools are able to put in effort, sports clubs as well, to prevent these incidents from happening. Outside of South Africa, current and former United Nations staffers have spoken out, or staffers have spoken out in defense of Francesca Albanese, the UN Special Reporter, because I'm South African, on the occupied Palestinian territories after she faced attacks from a pro-Israeli NGO and several European government officials. Albanese, who like all special reporters, is appointed by the UN Human Rights Council, but is not a UN staff member, has been subjected to repeated attacks from pro-Israeli figures and bodies, with one of the most fervent critics being UN Watch, a pro-Israeli NGO. The UN Watch, which is not a UN body, spread an edited clip of Albanese 48 speaking at the Doha Forum earlier this month, in which the NGO falsely said she had called Israel the common enemy of humanity.
10 minutes to 7 now, if you need to be watching the clock. The fourth and final suspect linked to the killing of 22-year-old Bolt driver Isaac Satlat has handed himself over to police in Attridgeville, Pretoria. The man surrendered yesterday and is expected to appear in the Pretoria Magistrates Court today. Earlier the same day, three co-accused briefly appeared in court. The trio opted to abandon their bail applications and will remain in custody. The case was postponed to the 23rd of February to allow for further investigations.
Did you watch that video?
Mm-mm.
I didn't either.
Mm-mm. I don't like watching scary things.
I chose not to.
Yeah. It's 9 to 7. Listen, if somebody dropped one of their possessions in front of you, what would you do?
I'll call them out and give it to them.
They'd be, hey, uncle, come here. You dropped your wallet.
Yeah, but if it's chocolate and if there's two, I'll ask for one.
A man drops his phone and gets it back hours later from a stranger.
Sweet.
Just reading that headline kind of makes everybody think, okay, that didn't happen in South Africa. You're right.
Oh.
A man drops his 70,000 rupee phone.
Sure.
Gets it back hours later from a stranger who says, we should do good. He listens to the show. But anyway, so let me tell you a story that will restore your faith in humanity really quickly. Also make you clutch your phone a little bit tighter. This happened to a guy in Pune, in Keshav Nagar. That's around 8:30 p.m. He's riding his bike, he's minding his business, he's living his best life. Meanwhile, his very expensive phone quietly performs a stunt move and exits his short pocket. Gone. Vanished. 70,000 rupees worth of my whole life is in this phone, he says. 5 minutes later, panic mode activated. He turns back, searching the road, borrowing strangers' phones, calling his own number like, please pick up, please pick up. I promise I'll never complain about battery life again, but nothing. Nothing. At this point, he's already planning a funeral for his phone. He remotely locks it, heads to the police station, and the cops are like, yeah, file an online report, we'll investigate. Or the cop was like, file an online report and we'll anyway, which we all know, this is polite police language for, hey, good luck, champ. So he goes home, he's alone, he's helpless, he's phoneless, emailed his girlfriend from his laptop because welcome to 2003, and asks her to keep calling the phone. Now, here's a plot twist. Around about 10:30 p.m., somebody answers the phone. Somewhere out there, a stranger has picked up the phone, and by 11 p.m., they're talking. Using the building's guard's phone, because, of course, nothing in the story is simple, right? They agree to meet the next morning, and here's where the story goes from typical city chaos to are we still on Earth? The man returns the phone. No reward, no drama, no even airtime. Boss, he simply says, I earn about 1,000 rupees a day. I'm happy. I believe in doing good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in a world full of scam artists, OTP fraud, and phones disappearing faster than data on TikTok, this stranger chose honesty. Now, would you do that?
That is beautiful.
Would you do that?
Earning 1,000 rupees a day is under 200 rands. That is absolutely priceless. I've heard of local situations where car guards try and trace people to find them because they've left stuff in trolleys, phones, wallets as well, cash, handbags, the list goes on.
And those people that can't see anything, leave their children behind inside the trolley.
No bad.
We've seen that. We've seen it. I've seen it at the souk.
Oh, yes.
Little fella sitting over there.
No, I remember.
He's just chilling with my mama.
I remember.
Not that we give out trolleys, but even if he was in his
there was
pram.
a 2-year-old that we were trying to, get hold of someone that knew him for over 30 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So one parent thought that he was with the other parent and they were in different places in the area shopping, and they were like, okay, cool. It's reality. It is reality. That's why you need to go to our set of Vodacom stores and you need to get this little tracking gadget.
Yes. Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
One for your husband, one for your child.
Brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Food shortages are rising every day. But this Ramadan, the Nightline team, myself, Muhammad Variawa, and Dr. Anwar Jiwa are on a mission to put food hampers on every table in need. For just 400 Rand, you can provide your daily food items for a deserving family. Lilla only. Call Outreach now on 031 208 1601. Don't wait.
Every day's a good day.
Did you hear? Your favorite 24-hour dentist has moved? Crown Dental Studio, offering everything your smile needs, from general to cosmetic dentistry. Female practitioner now available upon request. Call us on 081 207 8621 to schedule your next appointment. Or visit our new studio at 26 McCuton Avenue, Durban North. Crown Dental Studio, your 24-hour dentist.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Big city to big city. Winners wake up with the Breakfast Rush.
Rabbi, you will all be worshipped. Rabbi, from you is peace. Rabbi, you are the only Rabbi, you are the mercy Rabbi, you are Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Rabbi, you are eternal Rabbi, you are loving Rabbi, you are Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Hasbi Rabbi Jalla Allah, ma fi qalbi ghayr Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Rabbi, you alone be worshipped, Rabbi, from you is peace, Rabbi, you are Al-Aziz Al-Hakim, Rabbi, you are most gracious, Rabbi, you are the greatest, Rabbi, you are Al-Aziz Al-Hakim. Hasbi Rabbi Jalla Allah, ma fi qalbi ghayr Allah, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. La ilaha illallah, 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 la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. Allahumma laka alhamdu wa laka al-shukru wa laka al-mulk. Allahumma anta rahim wa anta rahman wa anta razzaq. Rabbi, you alone be worshipped, Rabbi, from you is peace. Allahumma laka alhamdu wa laka al-shukru wa laka al-mulk. Allahumma anta rahim wa anta rahman wa anta razzaq.
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin.
Breaking news at 7. In a bid to restore calm in the public transport sector, KwaZulu-Natal Transport MEC Siboniso Duma has expressed his confidence in finding a long-term resolution that fosters a coexistence between traditional taxi operators and the e-hailing sector in Durban, particularly in the troubled Phoenix area. Good morning, I'm Tabila Duma. In a bid to restore calm in the public transport sector, KwaZulu-Natal Transport Mrs. Boniso Duma has expressed his confidence in finding a long-term resolution that fosters a coexistence between traditional taxi operators and the e-hailing sector in Durban, particularly in the troubled Phoenix area. This commitment comes on the heels of a violent incident involving an e-hailing driver who was reportedly assaulted on Saturday and had to pay 5,000 rands for the return of his vehicle. Duma said they remain confident that a long-standing solution will be found to ensure coexistence of the taxi operators and the e-hailing sector in Phoenix and other affected areas in Durban. He said they've also put the Operation Shanela team and the Road Traffic Inspectorate team on standby. Regarding the Phoenix incident, Duma said that a team from his office and the department's public regulatory entity is in constant liaison with the KZN E-Hailing Council and the SAPS Phoenix Police Station. Duma said they have agreed to allow SAPS to continue with an investigation into the assault and the extortion. Duma added that to sustain a climate of peace and coexistence in Phoenix, a closed meeting involving key stakeholders will be held today. The long-resisted vetting of the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department officers has officially begun, years after hundreds of officers were flagged for criminal records and senior leadership allegedly blocked scrutiny. The city of Ekurhuleni confirmed yesterday that the integrity screening process is now in motion, signaling a shift for the department battered by allegations of internal rot and political interference. Ekurhuleni Mayor Sindipile Kagaza welcomed the move, calling it a decisive step towards restoring credibility. In 2022, a criminal record verification process revealed that 275 of the city's 3,762 Metro Police officers had previous convictions. Another 100 were awaiting trial. 15 were facing murder charges. The offences ranged from assault and theft to reckless and negligent driving and driving under the influence. A further 211 officers failed to submit their fingerprints. The findings were disclosed by retired EMPD Deputy Chief Revo Spies during testimony before the Madlanga Commission, which exposed extensive dysfunction and alleged corruption within the department. In more news, the ANC's convener in KwaZulu-Natal, Jeff Radebe, has called on the party-led municipalities to crush the water tanker mafia as the water crisis deepens in the country. Delivering the closing address of a two-day party provincial Lekgotla in Durban, Radebe warned the delegates that the party must crush corruption in water supply to avoid losing respect from communities ahead of the local government elections. He said that water tanker corruption was very serious and people were being killed, yet the government was not seen to be acting decisively against this kind of corruption and crime. The NFP said the talks with the AFP are still ongoing as it is yet to determine if it will stay in the government of provincial unity. The two parties finally met in Durban on Sunday to discuss the concerns of the NFP that led to the withdrawal of the GPU earlier this year. Speaking yesterday, the NFP's acting Secretary General Sunset Kaba said the talks have just started and will continue as no final decisions have been made. The meeting of the two parties had long been awaited after the NFP had met with the two other GPU partners, the ANC and the DA. And finally, the United States has sent 100 military personnel to northern Nigeria to train and advise local forces as deadly threats arise from armed groups such as Boko Haram and ISIL-linked factions. Somalia Uba, Nigeria's defense headquarters, a spokesperson, confirmed that the U.S. troops' arrival in the northeastern area of Bauchi yesterday. He said they will provide technical support and intelligence sharing to help target and defeat militant organizations. The U.S. also sent associated equipment to support the mission. Uba stressed that the U.S. soldiers will not play a direct combat role, but will share technical expertise under the full command authority of Nigerian forces. Taking a look at financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 16 rands and 1 cent, to the euro at 18 rands and 96 cents, to the pound at 21 rands and 79 cents. The Saudi riyal is at 4 rands and 27 cents. Gold is trading at $4,950.56 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $68.31 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with your headlines at 7:30 for Radar and Song News. I'm Tabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabile Duma. Let's go figure out what's happening on the roads now.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Superintendent Raouf, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. A new accident to contend with. Rick Turner Road and Belair Road, the Old Francois Road. Now, you got a 7-seater taxi involved with this collision with a bakkie. So, there will be delays there because the driver ran away. So, just allow for extra traveling time between the vicinity, please. It's quite a busy road. I know that Belair Road coming towards Francois Road, very, very busy in the morning. So please just allow for extra traveling time. Stationary vehicle in the N2 northbound is after the M7 ramp. Center lanes obstructed, so there's going to be some delays there as well. Roadworks on the N3 bi-directional between Ashburton and New England Road in Petermansburg. So there's lane restrictions there as well, so there'll be delays. The N2 northbound is congested between the M7 and Spaghetti Junction. The N3, due to lane restrictions between Paradise Valley and Spaghetti Junction, incoming and outgoing, is congestion. Taking the on-ramp onto the N2 north and south as well is very congested, so allow for extra traveling time there, please. The N2 southbound between Amstoke and Amshlanga, there's congestion as well because of the roadworks. The M41 is quite congested coming out of Phoenix, going towards Gateway and then towards the Hairpin Bend onto the M4. Just allow for some extra traveling time there, please. Southern Freeway as well, the M4 coming into Durban, taking the off-ramp to Victoria Embankment, quite congested, extra traveling time required. That's your second update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Raouf. Much appreciated. You take it nice and easy, and we'll catch up with you in a bit on the show.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Now, if you are watching on TikTok, you would have noticed that I've just put up a picture on your screen. This is confirmation. GHS says Salams Nish Smart the Cap. Yeah. It's a little bit big for me, so I feel like I'm I don't know, taxi driver, bus driver from old school days because I gotta wear it kind of high. But anyway, it's
I
nice.
think the headphones makes it look bigger than it actually is.
Yeah, that's another thing. But this picture that I've put up on screen for you that's not watching TikTok right now, let me tell you what it is. It's confirmation. Confirmation that come the 1st of Ramadan, Randery Jewelers jumps into TBR at 7:10 in the morning with the Complete the Ayah game or challenge. Sponsored by Randery Jewelers, you complete the ayah with Alpan Asmira daily on the Breakfast Rush, and you stand a chance to win big. Big is that investment. It's an opportunity. Now, the competition starts on the 1st of Ramadan at 7:10. The prize that we're giving away is a silver coin from RJ Coins, Randery Jewelers Coins, right? This is a 5 dirham silver coin to the little ones that are participating in the Complete the Ayah game. Now, each coin is valued over 1,000 rand. And by our calculations, we're giving away more than 20, 22, could be 24, depending on how many days you're fasting and how many days we get to be inside your radio. So, excitement mounts and giveaways begin. There are rules that need to be followed as well. So, go on to Radio Al Ansar's Facebook and you'll see terms and conditions. These are not all of them. There are more. Altaf is here. He's busy clapping his hands. Finally, your fellas went and put the rules there. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So the competition is open to children that's under the age of 11 with permission of a parent or legal guardian. The prize is 1 5 dirham silver coin sponsored by RJ Coin Randery Jewelers. The prize is not transferable, not refundable, and may not be exchanged for cash or any other item. The silver coin is awarded as a collectible or investment item, and its value may fluctuate with market conditions. The winner will be selected at the discretion of the radio station, and the presenter's decision is final. No correspondence will be entered into. The winner or their parent or guardian may be required to provide valid identification before collecting the prize. The radio station and the sponsor accept no responsibility for any loss, damage, or injury arising from acceptance or use of the prize. The radio station and Randry Jewelers RJ Coin accept no liability for any technical issues, entry errors, or disruptions beyond our control. By entering the competition, the winner and their parent or guardian consent to the use of the child's name and voice for promotional or on-air purposes. The prize must be collected within the specified time frame, failing which the prize may be forfeited. The competition is open, or not open rather. The competition is not open to employees of Radio Al Ansar, the media network, Randry Jewelers, RJ Coin, or immediate families, which means my kids can't enter.
This coin is beautiful.
It is gorgeous, right? By participating, hang on for a minute, man.
Sorry. I'm excited.
I know.
Carry on.
By participating, entrants agree to these rules in full. Now, as I mentioned, these are T's and C's. It's not all.
Mm.
And the reason we didn't write this one here down is because we think it's common sense.
It is.
We do think it's common sense that if you are entering and one of your children win, you let other people's children win as well.
Makes sense.
So if you got 4 children, don't expect us to give you 4 coins in one house.
Imagine that.
Spread the love, spread the barakah, spread the muhabbat, and let others win as well. We do acknowledge that over the years, far too many people have been shopping for their Edis via competitions here on Al Ansar. We do know about it. And certain measures are being put in place to curb that sort of behavior. So, that being said, I want to completely clear the WhatsApp now really quickly, because there's something that we're going to do. Raisa, Assalamu alaikum. Shaista Osman, you need to come to the Al Ansar Book and Media Center if you want to purchase that. Nasheed Abu Bakr Khan, Assalamu alaikum. To you as well. MH Osman, I do see your message this morning. It's rather lengthy. It's more than 5 lines long, so I'm not going to read it on air. Fazila Kaji sends through her salams to everybody. And Superintendent Raouf says there's been a bike accident on North Coast Road. This is the opposite Atomic Demolishers as you're going toward Umgeni. Medics are on their way to the scene. So a motorcycle or bike accident on North Coast Road or opposite Atomic Demolishers as you're going toward Umgeni Road. So that being said, the WhatsApp's now clear, completely clear. If you think your child who's aged between 6 and 12, so below 11, like 11 and below, right, can enter, complete the ayah, and win one of those silver coins, we need your child's name, mum's name, and dad's name to be WhatsApped to us now. We'll be populating a list. There's no guarantee that you make it on the list. I'm just putting it out there. But we're populating a list where we will call you back. So, WhatsApp 060-904-1056. Don't send it to us on social media. WhatsApp 060-904-1056. We need the child's name and age, mum's name, and dad's name.
When he says age, he means according to their birth certificate. The one delivered to you or given to you from Home Affairs. And just to remind you, the child has to be initial under the age of 11.
According to the rules.
Yes.
11 and below. Right? So mum's name, dad's name, the child's name. 11 and below. I already see 12. Unfortunately, according to this one here, the rules, we're going to go look at it. Do that now. As I said, we're populating that list where we'll call you back. So the reason we need mum's name and dad's name is if the same mum and dad send through more than one child, we're going to make sure we spread the barakah through many households.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
Every child deserves the gift of reading. Radio Al Ansar, in partnership with School Matters with Sumaya Khan, is hosting a book drive, and we need your support. We're collecting gently used storybooks, novels, and school textbooks for children in need. Drop off your books now until the 26th of April at Radio Al Ansar Durban 207 West Road or 240 Ortman Road in Pietermaritzburg. Don't let unused books collect dust. Give a child a future, one book at a time.
For the first time, I can dream again.
The Africa Muslims Agency Orphan Hope Program provides the food, clothing, and basic support needed by thousands of children across the world. Every child deserves a chance at a hopeful future.
For 50,000 trans, you can transform our lives with the AMA Orphan Hope Program.
Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
We broke it. We broke it.
What did you break?
The WhatsApp. We broke it, the WhatsApp.
All your fault. That's what happens when you ask for that information this early in the morning. WhatsApp says you didn't warn me first, Nishal.
WhatsApp didn't wake up yet. It was still like stretching in the bed. It was like,
Not even half past 7.
Mommy.
What was bound to happen, and we need the information.
We broke it, the WhatsApp. Literally, guys, if you're sending messages in right now and you see that it's taking time to come through, Modley is standing right next to me. He's trying to fix it.
He's not the happiest person right now, I'll tell you that.
Listen, 060-904-1056. Your messages will come through. It will come through in time. So child's name and age, mum's name, dad's name as well. If your child is entering the Complete the Ayah challenge with Up and Esmira here on the Breakfast Rush during the month of Ramadan. It's your Breakfast Rush is grabbing a quick look at that time. It is now 18 after 7. The government employees medical scheme recently implemented a 9.8% increase in member contributions for 2026, a move that has sparked fierce opposition from major labor organizations. Now, critics say the hike far exceeds what regulators recommend and has placed an unsustainable burden on those who face rising living costs and stagnant wages. Unions, including affiliates of the Federation of Unions of South Africa and others within the Public Service Coordinating Bargain Council, have condemned the increase as economically unjustifiable and contrary to GEM's mandate to provide affordable healthcare. They're now threatening protest action, including planned marches later this month, unless GEMS reverses the increase and engages meaningfully with worker representatives. Joining us on Breakfast Rush this morning is FEDUSA Deputy General Secretary Ashley Benjamin. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar.
Good morning to you and good morning, listeners.
Ashley, it's a pleasure to have you in the program. Now, FEDUSA has described this hike as economically unjustifiable and beyond regulatory guidance. What are the key concerns driving this response?
FEDUSA and our affiliates with organized labor, we stand united in rejecting a contribution increase that is economically unjustifiable and inconsistent with the founding mandate of GEMS. the reality of the matter is the huge increases being imposed on our members by GEMS. You would recall that in 2025, GEMS implemented a 13.4% increase in contributions. This year, in January 26, an additional 9.8% increase. If you merge the two, you will see that public servants was slapped with a 23.2% increase in medical aid contributions over 2 years. That is totally unacceptable and unsustainable and draconian, to say the least, on our members.
Mm-hmm. Now, GEMS argues that these increases are necessary for long-term financial sustainability. How does it justify this position, and what's the response to that defense?
Well, the first problem is the GEMS' refusal to negotiate in good faith. For a big institution like that, with a mandate that is so broad, one expects them to sit around the table and if there's any challenges, engage meaningfully with organized labor. That has not been done. In fact, before they signal to the intent to negotiate, they're already sending out letters to members informing them of the 9.8% increase. That's bad faith bargaining. It's unethical, to say the least, and we cannot move forward with a management and a board of GEMS that operates in this fashion. Totally unacceptable.
Actually, what impact could sustained contribution increases like this have on public servants' access to healthcare and overall well-being?
Well, therein lies the challenge. It can have dire effects on public servants, their health, their mental well-being, but equally on service delivery. If you don't have a healthy and stable workforce, it will directly impact on government's mandate to provide services to the general public, in particular the poorest of the poor. Therefore, we call on GEMS, the board, and the executive principal officer to withdraw that 9.8% increase, sit around the table with organized labor in a meaningful way, and so that we can jointly try to find common solutions if there's any challenges. We are also not happy with the governance aspects of GEMS. We demand full transparency and disclosure on operational budgets. We want an anti-fraud and cost containment measures to be implemented as proposed by Labour, and also the review of the funding model. GEMS was never it was never the intention to make profit or to operate as a commercial enterprise. Its founding principle was to expand healthcare, particularly for lower and middle income public servants, and to provide affordable and sustainable cost-effective medical cover. So we hope the GEMS board comes to their senses, not to talk about their own interests. It appears that they are more interested in their own interests than the interests of the members who contribute. You would recall that the GEMS board had convened 52 board meetings in a year. I mean, that is ridiculous. That the norm is 7 board meetings per annum. Here you find a board that's more obsessed by board meetings, and that would then signal that more board meetings, more board fees. So where's your mandate? Where's your accountability towards the million workers that contribute towards the GEMS medical aid?
There's talk of planned protests and marches later this month. What form might these actions take, and what are the union's core demands?
Well, it will be rolling mass action on various times and dates. So as organized labor, we'll have a march and a demonstration on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 21st of February, at the GEMS head office at Vutume House in Mainland Main in Pretoria. So that will be the kickoff of our campaign. We are also engaging with relevant ministers such as the Minister of Public Service and Administration, Ministers of Health and Finance, to find a solution to this impasse, which is definitely not in the interest of our members and in the interest of government and the public at large. Thereafter, we intend more protest action if there is an unwillingness of GEMS to meet with organized labor and to engage meaningfully. But our first demand is withdraw that 9.8 increase implemented in January so that we can sit around the table and discuss all these matters.
As a final question, clearly you think there's room for negotiation or compromise between the union and GEMS. Do you also think, or is a legal or regulatory challenge inevitable?
Well, our view is that the GEMS is in trouble. GEMS is not following the law. You would notice that the Council for Medical Schemes, the watchdog of medical aids, proposed an average membership contribution increase of 3.3% for 2026. They regard it as reasonable, and we agree with that. GEMS has done the opposite, almost 3 times that, a 9.8% increase. So we think they are guilty of, first of all, of not taking the advice of the Council of Medical Schemes. Furthermore, that they are more concerned about their own interest instead of the interest of the members they serve. But we are committed from organized labor. We are willing and able to sit around the table and engage, but you can't engage in an unfair environment. So first call, withdraw that 9.8%, sit around the table with organized labor and all stakeholders like government and others, and we will find common solutions to this matter.
Deputy General Secretary of FEDUSA, Ashley Benjamin, speaking with us this morning. Ashley, thank you for your time and insight on this subject, and we wish you and your team well in your endeavors. Thank you very much, Ashley. Have a blessed day. Radio Al Ansar, it is, and again, that was FEDUSA's Deputy General Secretary, Ashley Benjamin, just lending insight on that topic. And, you know, they're talking about GEMS.
Yeah.
That's for your government employees, right? So government employees, medical scheme, GEMS. I know everybody else sitting listening to the radio thinking, hey, what about us?
What about me?
Us? What about us? Everybody else is also getting increases.
I think we also need to protest.
In their medical bills, right? Medical aid bills. So let's see how this one here goes with GEMS, with FEDUSA, and what outcomes, you know, we can talk about in the forthcoming days and weeks. But as you heard from Ashley, there is mass rolling action that's expected this Saturday because of that.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Waking you up every weekday morning.
Michelle Sarwa, all over your radio.
This Ramadan, let's spread kindness and modesty. Many children and appas in rural areas cannot afford proper modest wear. I am Bibi Aisha Lehe from Phenomenal Family, and I will be collecting gently worn abayas, scarves, and kurtas to help those in need. Please drop off your donations at the Al Ansar Foundation or call 031 208 1601 to contribute.
اللهم سلمني لرمضان وسلم رمضان لي وسلمه لي متقبلا.
When disaster strikes, families lose everything in an instant. Homes destroyed, communities displaced. Hope fades into uncertainty. Our Global Emergency Fund ensures we respond without delay, delivering food, water, shelter, and healthcare to families in need. To support our Global Emergency Fund, visit islamicrelief.org.za.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
The new Samsung Galaxy is being unpacked in this month, 25 February 2026, the new Samsung Galaxy being unpacked. Now join us as we discover a smartphone that does more. Join Samsung Live on the 25th of February to find out how the new Samsung Galaxy is best suited for you. Look closer at the new AI smartphone and see if your phone can compare. Available at our group of Vodacom stores soon. So it'll be unpacked on the 25th, and here on the Breakfast Rush, we'll tell you exactly when it's launched in South Africa. The latest technology brought to you by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom stores.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0 Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Megacity, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour, while the Muslim Judicial Council has come out against a new white paper by the Department of Home Affairs that has proposed a system that may require an electronic death certificate before burial can take place, the Western Cape Muslim Undertakers Forum has said that the system is not new. President Cyril Ramaphosa announced the deployment of the South African National Defence Force to support police in combating gang violence and illegal mining in the Western Cape and Gauteng, but key details of the operation remain unclear. And finally, United States President Donald Trump has said that he will be involved indirectly in the second round of the high-stakes nuclear talks between Iran and Washington in Geneva. That's it for now. For Radio Al-Ansar News, I'm Tabila Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabila Duma. Much appreciated. She's back with more news for you later on today. It's 7:33 a.m. And if you're stuck in traffic, let's go find out why.
This traffic report is brought to you by BYD Durban, proudly part of the Alpine Motor Group.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Superintendent Rauf Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So it's not a BYD vehicle involved in this accident. It's a motorcycle on North Coast Road, opposite Atomic Demolishers, coming towards the city. The road is still obstructed. The person's injured. There will be some time before that actually get up until ambulance moves him away from there and so forth. So just be aware of that, please. A stationary vehicle in the into southbound is after the Sibaya ramp, left-hand lane obstructed. So there's delays in the traffic in that vicinity. Stationary vehicle in the N2 north after the M7 ramp. This one was on the left-hand, on the middle lane is removed. Moved to the left-hand side, so it shouldn't be long before this one's gone. And then traffic will start flowing smoothly in that vicinity again. That's your final update.
Thank you very much, Sup. You take it nice and easy. Be safe and have yourself a wonderful day. Wa alaikum salam. TBR it is with Racer saying target must be simple and challengeable. Thoughts must be pure and positive. And then life will always be meaningful and beautiful. Thanks, Racer. Question coming through on TikTok this morning from a user by the name of Arab #786. Sending salams to everybody, but also asking the question, what's your take on the general cleaning up the point area? Do you think they will keep on it, or is it just a show that they're putting up for the community? The Point area used to be the most amazing place to be for family and kids. Now it's just, a drug den.
Only time will tell.
I like that answer. Only time will tell. Now, the general that you're talking about, Mkhonazi, is somebody who has received a fair amount of public respect, meaning Joe Public, is giving him the respect because he's now seen as a police officer who's fairly high up the ladder, who's pushing for reform. And I want to put it in those terms, right? Other people will put it differently, but I'm saying pushing for reform, for accountability, and all of those sort of things. So we can pray that it is sustained. And the reason for it being sustained would be to better society. Make dua for that, because we all want to live in a better society. Altaf's looking at me like he's got something to say. We'll give him his opportunity to say what he wants to say when it's his time to get inside your radio. For now, it's 7:36 if you're clock watching.
That traffic report was brought to you by BYD Durban, proudly part of the Alpine Motor Group. Meet the BYD Sea Lion 5, a plug-in hybrid that combines electric range with petrol flexibility. It delivers smooth acceleration, strong fuel savings, and modern safety tech. Or get behind the wheel of the BYD Dolphin Surf, the most affordable EV in South Africa. It offers nimble handling, low running costs, and easy charging. Our experienced team will help you compare specs, financing, and test drives. Drive cleaner, save on running costs. Visit BYD Durban at 950 Amgeni Road to book a test drive today. Proudly part of the Alpine Motor Group.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Eid is coming and every child dreams of dressing up.
But sadly, many little ones might not.
Join me, Razia Rangrage.
And me, Fatima Kareem.
As we race to clothe every deserving child this Eid.
For just 1,000 Rand, you can give a complete outfit. Zakat and Lillah welcome.
Call Outreach now on 031-208-1601 and bring joy to a child's Eid.
At Checkers, our Steakhouse Classic range is crafted for those who take pride in every braai. Each cut is hand-trimmed by our expert butchers, perfectly matured and vacuum-packed for tenderness that melts in your mouth. From man-sized T-bone steak, beef tomahawk, and classic steak cuts, our butchery brings you over 21 Steakhouse Classic steak cuts to choose from, perfectly prepared. Checkers Saxony Westwood, Butchery, Bakery, and Deli, certified by the NIHT.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
It's the Breakfast Rush, all over your radio.
वो शहरे मोहब्बत जहाँ मुस्तफा है वहीं घर बनाने को जी चाहता है वो शहरे मोहब्बत जहाँ मुस्तफा है वहीं घर बनाने को जी चाहता है वो सोने से कम कर वो चांदी सी माटी नजर में बसाने को जी चाहता है वो शहरे मोहब्बत जहाँ मुस्तफा है वहीं घर बनाने को जी चाहता है जो पूछा नबी ने कि कुछ घर पे छोड़ा तो सिद्दीक़ अकबर के होठों पे आया जो पूछा नबी ने कि कुछ घर पे छोड़ा तो सिद्दीक़ अकबर के होठों पे आया वहाँ मालो दौलत कि क्या है हकीकत वहाँ मालो दौलत कि क्या है हकीकत जहाँ जा लुटाने को जी चाहता है वो शहरे मोहब्बत जहाँ मुस्तफा है वही घर बनाने को जी चाहता है जिहाद मोहब्बत की आवाज गूंजी कहा हंसला ने ये दुल्हन से
Soft and soothing here on your breakfast rush. It is TBR coming to you live from Durban in South Africa. Wherever you're listening in from, what a pleasure to have you there, keeping us company as we try to keep you company every morning between 6 and 8 a.m. from our studios at the Al Ansar Foundation in Overports in Durban. Now, 7:41 a.m. if you're clock watching this morning. And, you know, I've been watching videos, and I'm sure you have as well. We're watching all of these various different videos on social media where people are just driving along, and then they get to a point where there's these taxi patrollers or whatever you want to call them that's just stopping vehicles, pulling vehicles off the road. And these videos end up on social media and everybody wants to comment about it. You want to call yourself an activist or whatever the case may be. Everybody's got an opinion and you're entitled to it. Let's find out the legal side of things. Altaf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the show this Tuesday morning. Now, more and more we hear stories of taxi patrollers stopping vehicles, impounding vehicles, issuing fines as well. Normal drivers are being terrorized by these taxi patrollers and their enforcement methods. Altaf, very simple question to start off the entire discussion. Is this legal?
Totally not legal at all. And the very simple reason for that is, let's use a broad category of motorists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if this motorist in whatever shape, form, whatever, whatever, is breaking the law by what they're doing, the taxi patrollers have no legal authority and no enforcement powers to do any of what they are doing.
So, three-worded question, is it legal? One-word answer, no. There you go. Who is usually targeted?
So, this predominantly happens with e-hailing services. So, Uber, Bolt, they seem to be generally the primary targets.
Right.
But then also, you also have your lift clubs and you also have your scholar transports. These are also now being targeted to some extent.
Let's look at e-hailing for a second, right? E-hailing is a recognized industry within the company. And then lift clubs and scholar transports, though, these are usually normal working class people trying to make an extra buck. Are these side hustles legal?
Well, the side hustle where you're trying to earn an extra buck, well, they can be legal, right? Remember what you're doing. Remember, we call it a lift club.
Yes.
But you're not actually giving the person a lift.
You're charging them transportation
a certain fee.
Yeah.
I mean, usually it's a case of maybe you work in the same company and you live in the same area, something of that nature. These people are paying you a fee for that seat in the vehicle on a daily basis. Same thing with the scholar transport. The parents are paying you a certain fee to transport the kids to school. So, in essence, you are transporting passengers for reward.
Right.
Now, if you are transporting passengers for reward, you require a PDP. Now, Nishal, you can tell us what a PDP is.
Pavement driving permit.
Yeah.
No?
The unofficial term.
Unofficially, pavement driving permit.
Officially, when you head to the licensing department, that's a professional driving permit.
Professional driving permit, PDP. Okay, go on.
Which, based on how South Africa is, entitles you to drive on the pavement.
He's joking.
But then also, you require a PDP. You require business insurance. If you have a bigger vehicle, you're required to have fire extinguisher inside, things of that nature. So, yes, they can be legal. Yes, they can be legalized. However, you need to take these extra steps and do these extra things to ensure that you are in compliance with the law.
And being compliant with the law is always, brothers and sisters, a very good idea. Now, do taxi patrollers have the authority over any of these, whether registered or not registered?
So, no, they have absolutely no authority to do any of these checks or stop any of these things.
Right.
Now, I've seen it myself where the taxi organizations have these sort of like vehicle checkpoints, but the only thing they are stopping is they're stopping their own taxis.
Yes.
To ensure compliance.
Right.
Their self-regulation, nothing really wrong with that. But when you start stopping other vehicles who are not part of your organization, that's where the problem comes in.
Okay. So if the taxi patrollers do not have authority, who has the relevant authority?
Okay. So if you are in Durban,
right,
you have a multi-jurisdiction sort of thing, right? You've got SAPS, which is your national police.
South African Police Services.
You've got the National Traffic Police.
Right.
Who has
NTP.
national jurisdiction for traffic enforcement.
Right.
You've got the RTI,
right,
which is your provincial traffic police. And in Durban, you've got Durban Metro Police,
right,
which is your local police service. When you go out of Durban, you have your local traffic services. For example, Pietermaritzburg has their traffic service.
Yes.
When you go down south towards Port Shepstone, you've got Ugu traffic.
District. Yeah.
When you go north, you've got KDM traffic, so
So
forth.
these are government entities that have the authority.
Correct. They are your police services or law enforcement services for the relevant area.
Yeah.
They have the authority to stop you, check, are you overloaded? Do you have a PDP?
Yeah.
Whatever the case is.
Necessary permits, etc.
Correct, because they are law enforcement.
There you go. Now, if you're confronted by one of these taxi patrollers, what should one do?
This is honestly a tough question to answer.
Right.
The tongue-in-cheek moment, I'd like to see them stop the general.
Oh, no, they wouldn't.
That would be a fun video to watch.
They wouldn't.
But, the reality is that these guys are often violent.
Yeah.
And they are often armed.
Yes.
And there's often multiple of them in the vehicle. I mean, if you look at the videos, you've got this car cuts across in front of you.
Yes.
And these 4 or 5 huge guys jump off and they've got shamboks and sticks and whatever in their hands. I mean, it's going to be intimidating to most people.
Yes.
And depending on your reaction, the situation could potentially escalate. And honestly, the best advice I would say is you need to contact the police immediately. Also, if something of this nature is happening and you have a tracker in your car, a lot of tracker units come with a panic button.
Yes. So
hit your panic button.
Activate your panic button. Yeah.
I believe I'm in danger of being hijacked.
Because it's
technically a hijacking.
They're stopping you. They're cutting across you. They're coming through with weapons, whether it's a shamrock or a gun, whatever the case may be. They're impeding your ability to drive away. They want to come to your door or window or whatever. Yeah, if you thought you're being hijacked, probably.
I honestly believe you could make out a case that I believed I was under
attack.
Yeah, I was about to be hijacked.
So if you're held against your will, or if your vehicle is taken away, right? They're using the term impounded. If your vehicle is taken away, what is your recourse?
Open a criminal case.
Mm-hmm.
And let them face the consequences of their actions. Depending what happens, there's a variety of potential charges. You could have hijacking, you could have kidnapping, extortion, theft of motor vehicle. If you don't open a case, if you don't report this, if you don't have it investigated, the behavior simply continues.
You have the information now. If you have more questions and you require more information and you want to speak to Altaf directly, maybe not on this topic, any other topic, send him an email. Now, grab your pen and paper or record this next little bit so you get his email address and you can communicate with him directly. Altaf, what is that email address?
Okay, my email address is altAAF@RAOOFLAW. I'll give it to you again, altAAF@RAOOFLAW. Might take a few days depending on how busy I am, because I am in a busy period at the moment, like I said last week. But I will respond to you as soon as possible.
All right, so that topic of the taxi patrollers stopping cars and what have you, we've dealt with it. So I'm getting folks saying to me, Nish, can you please type it out on screen? Type it out on screen. Okay, listen properly. Give it to us again.
ALTAAF.
No? What? He forgot to spell his own name. No?
At
ALTAAF.
Yeah. At RAOOF LAW.co.za.
Well, there you go. I wrote it down for you on the screen if you're on TikTok. Copy paste. Go for it. Altaf at raouflaw.co.za. Done and dusted. The next topic that I would love to get into, because we needed a bit of clarity on this one here. Are political parties allowed to walk, or television programs for that matter, to walk into your business and start making demands, start closing down your business?
We have covered this, but we'll do it again.
Right?
So we've spoken about it, but let's get more into it.
Because the MK party, among other parties, among others, has been in news for months now, doing exactly that. Now, I'm not particularly going to say to you, let's just concentrate only on the person that might not be from SA versus the person from SA. No, I'm saying, is a political party allowed to do these things? We'd love to discuss that in our next edition of this feature.
And also, we are going into Ramadan. I'm hoping in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Remember that little initiative we were talking about?
No, I've forgotten. I have forgotten.
Okay, you've forgotten.
Yeah.
We'll remind you.
We'll remind you too. That's it for the program for this morning. If you're wondering where Nazmira Kasim is, she's right here. She's busy behind the screen with pen and paper, because Nishal is old school like that. I like pen and paper. Because if you make a line through it, done and dusted. Tell everybody what you've been doing for the last 10 minutes.
So I'm making a list of your little ones' names as well as their moms and dads for the Complete the Ayah competition that will start on the 1st of Ramadan.
There you go. It's been taken care of by Upper Nazmira directly. Complete the Ayah will be proudly sponsored, powered by Rantery Jewelers, RJ Coins, where they're giving a little one the opportunity to win a 5 dirham silver coin from RJ Coins, Rantery Jewelers. You see the picture on screen if you're watching TikTok. If you go to our Facebook page, you'll see it there as well with the T's and C's that do apply. Now, say bye-bye, Altaf. Well, you can make salam. It's fine. I mean, you don't have to say bye-bye. But
it's a pleasure as always.
Oh, I can say that. Ms. Miriam Kasim, we'll catch up with everybody, inshallah, tomorrow morning.
Your salah times for today: Zohar 16 minutes past 12, Asr 49 minutes past 4, Maghrib at 44 minutes past 6, and Isha will be at 6 minutes past 8 tonight, inshallah. Have a lovely Tuesday. Be the best version of you.
As always, do good, be good, have an awesome Tuesday. Let's catch up again tomorrow morning, inshallah.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South